trauma and you keep having sex with people, y'all, it's more than just trauma. You just want to fucking have sex with that person. Like, stop. I feel like what's happening is you're putting trauma triggers and all this stuff together, saying, well, this is the reason why they having sex and having all of this hyposexuality situation going on. It's not just trauma and triggers. All of us had trauma growing up. That don't mean all of us have a whole bunch of sex partners. It depends on the
trauma,
person and what they're trying to do.
It's coping with the trauma. Sex is a way to cope with trauma. If a woman is running around, see, men were naturally born to just run around, just want to smash any chick. Women aren't. All right. So when a woman is running around having casual sex, she's coping with something that happened to her. Coping. Dopamine.
She's
Those are the two words.
Excuses. That's what she's doing, or he, whoever.
I don't care what she's doing. I'm telling what it is.
To your point, like if you think about, like you said, with the dopamine, right? Everybody's you're trying to escape and you're trying to get high. People get high off sex with the orgasm. People get high off buying new shoes. People get high off eating. It's you're looking for something, shopping. You're looking for something to fill the void. Now, some people, as Lady Precious has mentioned, you're looking for a way to brings now somebody else into your own toxicity, because you end up accidentally, I don't know if it's on purpose, I guess, but you're bringing somebody else in your own mess, but you're still trying to escape from your mess. You're not even bringing that person in there to deal with your mess. You just trying to escape from it. And everybody's trying to escape. You see people who are obese, every time they get upset, they emotionally go eat. Every time somebody gets upset, I gotta go buy some shoes. I need to go shopping real quick. Girl, shopping time. It's still, you're filling that void and you're releasing dopamine, feeling good for a second to escape from your problems. If you're not sitting there with your problems, your vice might not be my vice. Somebody might go snort some cocaine. Somebody else might be like, let me go get some dick. They're both not healthy attributes for coping for what you're fucking going through, but everybody's you know what I mean? But people are choosing their own vice. Somebody might snort, somebody might go.
Some women drink wine all the time. They come home, drink wine. Some dudes gotta have a beer. Right. It's all dopamine. It's all I need to escape from whatever I'm going through in my mind. It's the same shit.
All right, let's get Paradise in there. Go ahead, Paradise.
Now that we finally figured out that sex can be a coping mechanism,
thank you.
In regards to the video, she was talking about men. And I think the issue is, like, we always try to segregate the genders. Anytime you're constantly trying to go from in and out of a relationship where you basically allowed your body to intimately engage with one person and they've learned it and you learned them and you got a pattern, I don't care what nobody says. You keep having sex with the same person over and over again, it gets better. Because you naturally have that attraction and actually kicks in. And regardless of, I know how we say men are built this way and da-da-da-da. Trey Songz got a whole song about it. Sex ain't better than love. It is a whole nother different feeling when you actually can have an intimate connection with a person as opposed to just casual sex. I think we all can agree to that. I think what she was trying to say in that video, although she was specifically talking about men, was you can say all day long that you want a good woman and you're going to get into a relationship and you're going to drop everything and become faithful, but you're not actually restricting yourself from being, practicing the faithful part of it, because you're practicing how to always move on. You're practicing how to abandon. You're practicing how to leave. You're not actually showing any wherewithal of you actually conforming to one person's body and submitting yourself. So I think that that's where she was going with that. And she actually wasn't wrong. And I think it can be applied to men and women. And I feel the same way about women who are strippers. You're naturally aroused when a man touches you inappropriately. Even during the R word, it's been shown in studies that the men assumed that the woman enjoyed it because her body was doing naturally what she was supposed to do. So if you're in a strip club and you constantly drinking and you constantly getting other substances to make you numb, eventually you're going to stop being aroused altogether. It's going to take more for a person to fulfill you. Same thing with men who have been molested or used women as a sock. He don't know what intimacy is because all he's done is just the sex. there is no emotional attachment to it because he hasn't had the opportunity to connect the two. So that's why I stand with that.
All right, so check
Go
this
ahead,
out.
Trey.
Men literally have 15 times the amount of testosterone that women do. Like, she's talking about men specifically, right? Why is it that we are trying to make it seem like it's some type of an issue for men to want to have sex when we're literally wired biologically to procreate? How is this a problem? This is what men are supposed to do. This is what we do. I don't understand that part. Like, all right, so if you're talking about women, that's a different story, but we talk about the men. And men can't turn it off if they want to. They would have to find a woman who's able to fulfill their every need. Yes. But I did it. I know plenty of people who do it. You could do what you want to do and then just pump the brakes at any time. Okay, I'm going to chill. It gets old. For real, it gets old. You get enough of it, you like, all right, it doesn't mean the same thing. And to kind of go to what Paris was saying, it is better to have an intimate relationship, right? When you get close with that partner, your wife that's willing to do everything for you, then it makes sense. It's going to be better sex. That's just what it is. It doesn't matter. It's not practice like that. You could stop at any time. There's people who quit everything cold turkey. Huh?
Do you
What'd
think men can really stop like that? Let's just say
yes, if they want to. Yes, we're not bound by that. Like, we like to have sex, and we're going to have sex, right? We're going to get ours off because we're wired that way. How we get it off is optional. We could focus on one woman. We could do it with many women. Whatever. As long as we get it, we get it. Some people will rub the genie out the bottle. As long as you get it, you get it. It don't matter how you get it, as long as you get it. Preferably,
I'll jack off and just go to sleep and don't have to do nothing.
Rubbing the genie out.
Have to.
We're talking about having sex with multiple women and turning that off, because you know what they say, ain't nothing better than, what is it, new coochie?
Hold on.
Yeah, but that's
we actually get over that because new
coochie
can turn out to be dangerous depending on who you are and how you live.
As you get older, you start thinking about risks and but there are men who mature earlier.
Has dangers.
It depends on what his situation is. As long as he has access to sex, he can be good. He has to have access to some type of sex, right? You're going to try to get your rocks off one way or the other. But it can work with one woman. It's not hard to do. As long as you have a woman who is willing to be interesting enough to keep you interested, you're going to be fine. And it doesn't matter what your past was. It doesn't affect us in the same way that it affects women. We don't have to just sit out here and keep doing a bunch of women.